resellerhosting.com. This is Ryan here, CEO and founder. As we get ready to close out 2017, I want to talk a little bit about 2018 in regards to the reseller hosting industry and where I see things heading. This time last year, I did a similar video where I talked about how I saw the reseller web hosting industry is kind of exploding in 2017, much because of the growth of WordPress and the need for managed WordPress web hosting. And that's exactly what we saw. We saw a lot of WordPress developers, web designers, and just devs in general, social media companies that came to us and all wanting reseller hosting packages to offer this product to their customers. See, the big problem that web developers see nowadays is that once they perform a web design or perform a service for a client, the client's gone, never to be seen again. And so a lot of them in years past were always recommending them to a certain web host, had that be HostGator, Bluehost, so forth and so on, sometimes even NameHero. And a lot of them did that as an affiliate, and some still do very successfully. But there's some that look at their books at the end of the year and say, well, you know what? It sure would be nice to have recurring revenue from the customers, and rather than just doing a web design for them, to have a monthly income from that customer by providing them not only site updates, but web hosting. And not only web hosting and site updates, but also some other stuff, such as social media marketing, or maybe pay-per-click campaign setup, or basic SEO. And so that's where we saw a lot of the success in 2017 was companies that are bundling all this together and offering it to their customers. And it seems like anywhere I go, anywhere in the United States, when I talk to WordPress developers, this is just what always comes up is, I had a hard time finding a good web host I could recommend to my customers, so I decided to start offering it. And other ones still, they work with our affiliate program and just send them over to NameHero. So while both are appropriate, I see as we head into 2018, I really see the reseller hosting industry to continue on this path of really expanding. And it's sad to see some of the web hosts from back in the late 90s, early 2000s, mid 2000s that really kind of developed the concept of reseller hosting. They've kind of gotten out of it because reseller hosting, to provide that is, there's a lot of resources that you have to provide. But here at NameHero, that's where we've kind of paved the path for the reseller hosting future, and we've done that by offering things such as free SSL certificates. We're including Cloudflare, SSD RAID 10 drives. Everything's on the cloud, so essentially we can't oversell because we add resources on demand. And we do this to help our resellers have success and to be able to grow their businesses without having to worry about some of the other stuff that you used to have to worry about. I mean, really, to offer an SSL certificate to a customer used to be a really big pain in the butt. I mean, you had to generate the signing request, and then you had to buy the certificate, then you had to install the certificate. So it only made sense to recommend that customer on out because you didn't have the time or even some may not have the knowledge to actually do that. But nowadays it's all streamlined. So at NameHero, we've done a ton of training over the last 3 years. This is our 3rd year in business coming up. In 2018. And so what I'm going to do is at the bottom of this video, I'm going to embed this video on our blog. I'll put it on our social media and YouTube. But I'm going to do a blog post and I'm going to put together all the reseller training that I've done over the last 3 years and just kind of centralize it into one blog post. And I'll also email this out to those of you that have signed up for some of our trainings, just so you can find it all, because I feel like at NameHero, we've done a good job of really educating our customers. I always feel at any company I've ever started, I always feel like a good education goes a long way. It seems like a lot of customers, they just simply don't know. And so if you tell them and show them, it makes their whole experience a lot easier. So, and it also cuts down on support. We don't have near as many support calls or live chats or tickets on issues when they're answered inside of our courses. This past summer, I released Reseller Hosting 101 in our new training center, and it's an interactive course, meaning that you can sign up and register 100% free, and then you can go through the modules one by one, and you can even skip if you know stuff and skip to the next, so you can kind of improve your skills on areas that need to be improved. And we've seen a lot of success with this. So as we head into 2018, we're going to take our training to a whole new level. One thing we're doing is going to be doing more video. I love doing the screen recordings where you hear my voice and you get to see the screen. I'm going to continue to do that, but I'm going to do more video training to where I actually get the whiteboard out here in the office and I can go through that, and you can actually see, I'll put some stuff that goes on in my head out on the whiteboard so you can see and apply it to your business. And I just want to specifically call out some of those resellers out there that have had the success along with us this year. It's been a pleasure watching them grow their businesses. Some started last year that were just entrepreneurs and they just wanted to have a web hosting company because they saw the need for high quality managed WordPress hosting, and they use Name Hero as their backbone, and they've continued to develop, and they've really done some amazing things. Some of our top resellers, they have tons of different accounts now. And now they're branching out to VPSs, and that's at Name Hero. That's what we want to be able to do, is provide this entire infrastructure that doesn't cost you an arm and a leg to get started. Really, our corporate reseller package, right now I think the special is about $19.77 a month if you sign up for 2 years with us, or $39.95 a month if you want to pay monthly. But really, for that fee, you're able to make an ROI rather quickly, because it does not take a whole bunch of customers to actually reach that level of breaking even and then to start to get profitable. And so when I talk about reseller hosting, it's not an industry where you're going to make millions of dollars overnight. However, if you look at it over time, 5 years, 10 years down the road, then you're looking at, you might have a $1 million business, even a multi-million-dollar business. Because one thing lies true is that web hosting is never going to go away. The internet's going to continue to evolve. New services are going to come out. New platforms are going to come out. But at the end of the day, small businesses, individuals that want to have blogs, and companies of all sizes, they want to have a website. And for them to have that website, they have to have web hosting. Regardless of how big or how small they are, they've got to have web hosting in some extent or another. I remember several years ago when a lot of the new software services were coming out, such as Grid was a big one that everyone talked about, that it's going to put out web hosting companies because there will be no more need for a web host. And, we saw services like that kind of fell flat on their face, because with that, you give up so much control. Think if you choose a software as a service to host and use for your business, and one day they decide to go out of business, then you're out of luck. With web hosting, you can go to another web host and move your files, and there you go. You can put a dedicated server in your office if you want to. So web hosting is something it's never going to go away. It's going to continue to, we're going to continue to adapt and develop and progress with the times, but it's not going to be something that's just going to poof and disappear one day. And I'm free to argue that with anyone that would like to argue that, because I've just seen it increase more and more and more each year, and that's going to continue to happen as we head into 2018. In 2018, though, we're going to continue to see the need for a high-quality managed infrastructure. And when I say that, what I mean is customers, they don't want to have to go multiple places. When I say managed, customers want an infrastructure that provides everything. They don't want to have to go sign up at Cloudflare and set that up. They don't want to have to go set up backup somewhere else. They don't want to have to go grab WordPress somewhere. They want everything in one place. And so your job as the reseller is to kind of take that to heart. So when you're working with your customers, provide them as much of everything as you can in one place. I spoke at a conference it was last year, and I was talking about what I would do if I had to start all over tomorrow, if I started fresh. And without a doubt, I would start offering reseller hosting, but I would also offer other packages with it. So I would offer my customers, my clients, the ability for me to set up their website and to host their website, but I would also offer the ability for me to help them integrate their social media accounts. I frequently reference my dad in a lot of my videos because his business pertains so much to what we're doing here at Name Hero. He owns a self-storage facility. He uses Name Hero as his web host. He doesn't want to go multiple places to get everything done. He wants his domains in one place, his web hosting in one place. So at the end of the month or end of the year, he cuts one check to one person and his web stuff is taken care of. He doesn't have hundreds of thousands of dollars to spend monthly. And so as our resellers, that's what I want you to think about, how you can service people such as my dad and do it even better, to provide them with the infrastructure and all the tools they need to run their business flawlessly and to continue focusing on their business, what's most important to them, all while having a website online. So that's going to conclude this video. 2018 is really a bright year for reseller hosts. And if you didn't reach the goals that you'd kind of hope in 2017, I want to just lay all this training out for you. So maybe over the New Year holiday or over the first couple weeks in January, you can dive into that material and you can kind of see what others are doing and what we're doing here at Name Hero. I share a lot of stuff that I've used to build Name Hero to be where we are today, hosting thousands of clients clients from all across the globe, so you can apply those same principles to your business as well. On behalf of myself and our entire team here at Name Hero, I wish you all the best of luck. Keep telling me your success stories. That motivates me, and I love hearing and learning about your business. So keep that coming. And as always at Name Hero, we always say the biggest compliment you can give us is a referral. And make sure to check out our affiliate program. We just relaunched that earlier, I think it was the end of last month, the beginning of December. And we're seeing a lot of affiliates start to really make some good money. You can earn up to $125 per sale. So if you just want to get capital for your business, start recommending Name Hero. We promise to take great care of the people that you recommend, and then we promise to pay you your affiliate commissions on time. So just let us know if you have any questions. But thank you all for working with us. It's certainly a pleasure hosting your website, and I look forward to another successful year partnering with you all. Hey again, everyone, it's Ryan. Before I do conclude this video, I just want to show you my screen and go through a couple of these training resources that I'm talking about, and I'm going to provide the links in a blog post. So if you're watching the video on YouTube, just search on the blog for the blog post, or also look in the YouTube video, and I'll have a link over to this. So right here is our main page of Name Hero, and if you click the Reseller Hosting tab, that will bring you to our reseller hosting packages, and this will show you what packages we have going into 2018. We just started our winter sale, so winter just begun about a week ago, and so these are all new pricing for winter. So you can see we've got some really good deals out there. You can get started with this for $9.57 a month. Now this is billed every 2 years, so to get the lowest rate, you have to pay for 2 years. At Name Hero, that's how we do our pricing. We reward customers that want to stick with us longer. The most popular package is our corporate reseller, and that's because it comes with a complimentary WHMCS license. So that's probably the one you want to go with. And now we have these other two packages because we see a lot of resellers, they'll most of the time they'll go with the corporate, and then once they get 20, 30, 40 accounts on there, then they'll go buy maybe a startup package or an entrepreneur package, so they start to diversify and don't have all their clients on the same package. And I think that's really smart. That's primarily how it works. Now, if you don't need WHMCS, because not all resellers use it, that's fine. Then you can choose the entrepreneur or startup, and that's perfectly acceptable. The main difference between the packages besides the WHMCS license is the disk space and the bandwidth available. So if you're going to use a lot of disk, then you need the larger package. We don't provide upgrades and packages at Name Hero. Since you're reselling, we just have you get another package. So it just makes more sense than trying to upgrade the package you're on. And like I said, for redundancy, most customers anyways, most big resellers, they want to have multiple accounts. So I definitely think that's the way to go about it, the smart way to go about it. But like I said, most of our resellers, when they come in, they'll go with the corporate, and that's what I recommend doing. And right now, $19.77 a month, I mean, you're not going to find much lower than that throughout the industry with SSD RAID 10 storage on the cloud, the ability to host unlimited clients. We do give you a free domain, so you're going to save on that registration fee if you're registering a new name. If you want to transfer your name, we'll cover that as well. We also provide a free dedicated IP, which is important for email delivery. So if you and your customers are going to be doing a lot of emailing, or just emails in general, if you're using WHMCS, you're going to be sending a lot of emails in general for that. So it's another big plus. Cloudflare and Railgun, that's going to come across all the accounts. So your customers will like that. And the free SSL is also a big benefit, along with the Enom reseller account and the nightly backup. So that is the package. If you're just getting started, that's what I recommend going with. If you don't want to use WHMCS, like I said, you can choose the other ones. But for me, I like this. If you go buy a WHMCS license standalone with them, you're going to pay almost $20 a month just for that. So at Name Hero, you kind of bundle and save. Once again, though, to get this price, it is paid 2 years up front. That's how our pricing works at Name Hero. If you want to pay monthly, that's perfectly fine. There's a discount on the first month, but then after that, it's $39.95 a month. And still, I mean, with 100 gigabytes of disk space, a WHMCS license, if you can't make back $39.95 a month, then maybe you need to reconsider, because that's really not a lot of customers when you're talking about reselling hosting. So let's get to the resources now. If you see at the top of our site, the blog tab, this is where we blog a lot, me personally, and do video recordings and training for reseller hosts out there. So our blog is called Startup and at Name Hero. And you can see if you scroll down here, we've got all kinds of material to help you out as resellers. So we talk about reseller hosting, web hosting in general, our affiliate program, and a bunch of good stuff on the blog. So if you search through here, and I'll put links to this, you'll see under resources, this is the complete guide to making money with WordPress and reseller hosting in 2017. So if you're looking for a good starting point, just somewhere to jump into reseller hosting, it's going to be one of these 3 resources that I'm going to show you. So this, you want to bookmark this, and I'm going to be updating it for 2018 here shortly, but you might want to give this a nice thorough read. It talks about why WordPress hosting, why it's so popular. And look, this is 2004 back here, and this is the trends of people searching for WordPress hosting over time. So you can see it's only going up, 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 up. And of course we have some dips, but that's just kind of how it works in general. But the need for it is only increasing. And so in this post, I cover, what it is and how you go about starting your own WordPress hosting business and, why you'd want to do that. Then under resources, I've got a book called Resell Hero. It is a 100% free ebook. And you can see it covers all of this to starting your own reseller hosting business. It's got 6 different parts or 6 chapters, and it kind of goes into all that. So to get that, you just enter your name and email address and click download, and then we will email it to you. So you've got this blog post here to get started, this free ebook, and then we've got our training center. So you can get to this link by clicking courses. Up here at the top is this training center. This will bring you to here, called the Startup Hero online courses. And this is right now, we've got our VPS Hosting 101 and our Reseller Hosting 101. So Reseller Hosting 101 by far is the best way to get started. So once you've read that post, read the ebook, enroll in this course, because we go down here and look at the contents. There's over 174 minutes of course content on how to make money with reseller hosting. So there's really nothing that's left out. Everything is covered to getting started with your own reseller hosting business. And I also include that Resell Hero ebook in there as well. So if you don't want to download it here, you can get it inside the course. So this is 100% free. If you're a customer or not a customer, I'm still giving it to you out of the kindness of my own heart, because I really do want to educate the reseller hosting industry in general. If you don't want to choose to work with Name Hero, that's up to you. We're going to provide you with the resources to train you and coach you and help you out every step of the way. If you go with us, it's going to be a lot simpler, because all my tutorials and videos and material is with Name Hero. So if you're going to use someone else, then you have to kind of figure out their stuff on your own. But click enroll for free, and you can sign up with LinkedIn or just register. Promise we're not going to spam you or do anything like that. And then finally, I've got a post on here, how to create a web hosting business with WordPress. And this is an extensive video tutorial that I did along with a friend of mine, Daryl Wilson. Daryl's very popular in the WordPress community. He's got a popular YouTube channel. And we did a joint venture on a tutorial on how to create a WordPress business using WordPress and WHMCS. So at the beginning of the video, he shows you and gives you a free template to use to set up a website on WordPress selling web hosting, and then I come in the video and I show you how to set up WHMCS step by step. There's seriously nothing I leave out. I start with just a blank account, and then I install WHMCS, I configure WHMCS, and by the end of the video, it's extremely long, it's about 3 hours long, you'll have a fully functioning WHMCS. So with all those resources, there's no reason why you can't get started with reseller hosting. We really do cover everything between this video tutorial, between this course, between this ebook and then this post here. You're really going to get 99.9% of the questions that you have about reseller hosting answered. So whether you're a web developer, WordPress designer, developer, plugin developer, or just say entrepreneur in general that's looking to start a WordPress or reseller hosting business in 2018, these are resources that we have for you 100% free of charge. We're not making any money on them, and we appreciate it if you go with our reseller hosting packages. That's what we've developed them for. But again, the resources are out there free for everyone to have access to them. So I will archive all this together in a nice little blog post, so you can use this as your point of reference, especially if you're just getting started in 2018. It kind of gives you a roadmap to get started. And with that, I just wish you the best of luck. I want to congratulate all of our resellers that came on board in 2017. We've done a lot of great things together, and we look forward to strengthening our partnership in 2018. So thanks so much, and I'll see you around.